Manchester United have lost their first two Champions League group stage games for the first time in their history after suffering a 3-2 defeat at home to Galatasaray on Tuesday night. Rasmus Hojlund scored either side of a Wilfried Zaha equalizer, but the Turkish giants valiantly fought back and capitalized on numerous defensive errors from the hosts, with goals inside the final 20 minutes from Kerem Aktürkoğlu and Mauro Icardi turning the contest on its head in dramatic fashion. Icardi missed a penalty with the score at 2-2 after Casemiro was shown his second yellow for a late challenge, but the Argentine striker made up for it by netting the match winner just 9 minutes from time to condemn Man United to their sixth defeat in 10 games across all competitions this season. The pressure continues to mount on Red Devils boss Erik Ten Hag, and his side have slipped to the foot of Group A, 4 points behind Galatasaray in second, while Bayern Munich sit at the summit with 6 points after coming from behind to beat Copenhagen 2-1 in Denmark. It was one-way traffic in the opening exchanges in terms of Man United pressure, and their persistence in the final third was eventually rewarded in the 17th minute courtesy of a brilliant close-range header from Hojlund. Casemiro initially played Marcus Rashford through down the right flank before the Englishman volleyed a perfectly weighted delivery towards Hojlund, whose powerful header flew past Galatasaray keeper Fernando Muslera. However, it took just 6 minutes for Galatasaray to restore parity, with Zaha marking his return to his former club by silencing the Old Trafford crowd with his first Champions League goal for the Turkish giants since joining the club from Crystal Palace in the summer. Zaha, who made just 4 appearances for Man United during an unsuccessful spell between 2013 and 2015, ran onto a lumped ball forward and used his body strength well to keep himself between the ball and Diogo Dalot, before his deflected strike off the Red Devils defender looped over Andre Onana into the far corner. Man United responded well to conceding and came close to regaining the lead on the stroke of half-time. But Mason Mount's strike from around 12 yards out was blocked by teammate Hannibal Mejbri, who was unable to move out of the way as the shot traveled goalwards. 7 minutes into the second half, Rashford was presented with a glorious chance to put Man United in front when he ran clean through on goal, and instead of taking the shot, he opted to square it to Bruno Fernandes, but the pass was short and the chance went begging, to the frustration of the Old Trafford faithful. Hojlund had goal disallowed for offside shortly after, but the Danish striker was soon celebrating his second goal of the night in the 67th minute, capitalizing on Davinson Sanchez's slip before capping off a bursting 50-yard run with a deft chip over Muslera. Hojlund had goal disallowed for offside shortly after, but the Danish striker was soon celebrating his second goal of the night in the 67th minute, capitalizing on Davinson Sanchez's slip before capping off a bursting 50-yard run with a deft chip over Muslera. However, Man United could only hold on to their lead for 4 minutes, as Barış Yilmaz set up Kerem Aktürkoğlu to fire a sweet strike into the far corner and draw Galatasaray level for a second time. Andre Onana then clumsily gave the ball away inside his own penalty box, which led to Casemiro's red card for bringing down Dries Mertens. But United were let off the hook as Icardi dragged his effort from 12 yards wide of the left post. However, the former Inter Milan and Paris Saint-Germain striker made no mistake when he was presented with another opportunity just a few minutes later, when he burst through United's disjointed backline before delicately dinking the ball over Onana to send the Galatasaray supporters into pandemonium. The Turkish champions eventually held on for a historic win which ended their 17-game win-less run away from home in the Champions League. Man United will look to rectify their woeful start to the campaign when they play host to Brentford in the Premier League on Saturday, while Galatasaray return to Super League action on the same day away against Antalyaspor.